Today I'm building the same app twice, once with traditional coding and once using no-code AI tool. Both apps will use the exact same design from Figma, letting us compare not just the end result but also the process, time and flexibility. So here is our design. I find this beautiful and free website design in Figma community, which we will use for both our apps. Let's start with no-code. I'm using Lovable, which is a great no-code tool for web apps. Ideal for landing websites and startups. It simplifies development by generating responsive websites and apps with React, Tailwind, Nextjs and Supabase. Let's log into Lovable using GitHub authentication. It has free tier and we will build the entire landing page by providing screenshots of our design. First, we will screenshot the hero section from our Figma file, upload it to Lovable and ask to recreate this section. It takes a moment to process and generate the design. Here is the recreated hero section along with the header. Let's compare it side by side with the original Figma design. It has some similarities, but it doesn't quite match our Figma file yet. Let's move on. The next section are the feature cards and feature properties. We'll upload our screenshot and ask Lovable to add this section below the hero. Comparing again with the Figma file, this time the design is noticeably closer to the original. Next comes the testimonials section. This time Lovable recreated it quite well. Unfortunately, my free daily tier has ended, so I'll continue building the website tomorrow. Let's continue. The next section is the frequently asked questions. Not bad, but the appearance still differs from the Figma design. Then we have the promo section and the footer. You can clearly see the difference here as well. Here is the entire website built with Lovable, and here is the original Figma file. What do you think of the results? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's dive deeper. Lovable generates the entire code structure for the site. The most interesting part is that it installs many unused files and packages, tons of dead code lying around. As I search for components or packages, we can see completely unused files in the project. For me, that's unacceptable. But let's be honest, this is just the beginning of AI-driven web development, so I expect this to improve a lot in the coming years, both in design generation and code quality. Building this entire page with Lovable took around 20 minutes. Now let's see how long it takes if we code the same site ourselves. I'm going to build the exact same website by hand coding. My Nextjs and Tailwind boilerplate are already set up. For each component or section, I'll note the time it takes in parentheses. First, I'll clean up the boilerplate by removing unused parts. Next, we'll import all our icons and images from the Figma design. Then I'll convert each SVG icon into a JSX component. This takes a bit of time but greatly improves development efficiency. Let's start building the header component. Usually, after building some component, I use GitHub Copilot to refactor the code and remove duplicate code. Next up is the hero component. We'll split it into left and right parts and build according to the design. Once again, Copilot helps us to remove duplicate code. As we can see, in the design the image sticks to the right side, but our code currently centers it. Let's fix that. Now let's build the curved text component. I found an SVG snippet on CodePen and customized it to look like our Figma design. Moving on, we'll build the feature cards. This simple component is quick to build. And again, Copilot helps us to clean duplicate code. Next we build our reusable header component. In the Figma file, this header repeats through the next 3 sections, so it's better to create it as a separate reusable component. Noticing such patterns before you start coding is always a good practice. Once the reusable header is done, we can import it and use it in our feature section. Now let's focus on the feature cards. Since these cards repeat, we will create a reusable UI component. Next is the simple pagination component. The real-world pagination can be much more complex. But in our app, we'll just build our UI element. We can note that our component is easy to extend with additional functionality. Now it's time for testimonials section. Reusing our header component and creating testimonial UI cards. The frequently asked questions section is next. Again, we reuse our header component and build feature cards. Now let's build the promo section. The final part of the site is the footer component. Once again, Copilot helps us to remove duplicate code. I forgot to import social icons initially, so let's do that now and create the last section. Now it's time to compare our coded development with the original Figma file. As you can see, it matches the original much better. You can find the full source code on my GitHub page. In the video description, I added links to live sites so you can compare Lovable's AI-generated page and our coded version. Let's compare AI development and traditional code development using the following table. As we can see, building layouts with AI takes significantly less time than doing it by hand with code. However, the downside is that integrating new features can be more complicated. Also, in our example, AI-generated code includes a lot of unused or dead code, which we have to clean up ourselves. On the other hand, coding manually generally takes more time, but the advantage is that we have full control and understanding of what we're building. There are no extra unused files, packages, or code. The components are fully extendable and the overall project size is much lighter. What would you choose? Coding manually or using an AI agent? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.